Peace, think fast. If you had to know everything about everything in order to speak about, certain things, then none of us would be talking because we didn't learn all the ins and outs. Like it wasn't like we had to in order for you to talk and use alphabets, you gotta know the complete history of alphabets and the Phoenician history and the Kemetic history of letters and alphabets before you could even speak a word. Imagine how long we would be in silence, you know what I'm saying? Or not even being able to necessarily read, because again, it's like, well, you can't actually use this until you know the full ins and out, or you cannot speak on it unless you know everything about it, you know? So that means since we don't know, like, hey, little baby, dad, and mama, nope, shut up. You can't speak because you haven't learned the ins and outs to phonics and how letters and words work, so you can't speak, you know. And I'm just making a joke out of, that vibe of, now, of course, when we are, that's why, I do my own disclaimer of, like, hey, I'm on my growth myself. I got my own inner gnosis coming with this information, stuff like that. So with that being said, not claiming to be the authority on what I'm speaking on. In certain cases, heard me speak on like fruits or stuff like that, and I'm like, hey, I haven't tested every fruit in the lab or anything like that, but I've studied enough to speak on it. Because again, I'm just realizing how much we would have like a paralysis, like analysis paralysis, but like we wouldn't even be able to deal with certain things, or even start dealing with certain things if you had to be the authority of it to even speak one word on it. It's like again, as a of course, I'm not saying that that somebody that don't have a fucking clue about plumbing, you know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean that person, should be the person to get information about plumbing from if they don't know what the hell is going on generally. But, say for instance, that person knows something about, how to connect say for instance, the pipes to the sink. And then we having a conversation, but that person not gonna speak up about how they know how to fix a sink, because in their mind they over critiquing themselves as if like, oh shit, I ain't the authority on it. I don't own no plumbing business, so I shouldn't even speak up in this moment, even though I know how to fix this plumbing situation. It's like, nah, you gotta, again, I'm saying that more so to help people break out of that vibe of, having paralysis. Because I know there's others out there that's like me and may overly critique themselves due to, again, like a lot of external authoritarian figures, but a lot of, and I say authoritarian figures, but, the external energies of, whether it's people you respect their word, whatever, but again, getting too lost or just overly critiquing yourself, because again, I found myself in that place of like, and again, there is a truth to the fact where, all right, if I half-ass know some information, and me sharing it is gonna confuse a person more than help, then of course, we shouldn't speak, you know what I'm saying? We shouldn't speak on it until we do some more research or get, more information on it, at least from like a teaching aspect, or like, and I even say teaching, but sharing in the hopes of somebody learning something from it. Of course we don't want to claim to be the authority of the information if I mean, not say claim, but of course you don't want to share that information if you you sharing it is actually going to confuse a person. But say for instance, it got like little snippets or just information that know you know what I'm saying, about certain subjects, and you may not be the authority on the subject, but what you know about it is true, and you know that you know what you know what I'm saying, about it, although you may not know all of the ins and outs to it. So, in those moments, don't be scared to share, especially, again, if you know it's gonna, and that's how you could judge it. Will it, as far as whether you should share the information or not, as far as like, will me sharing this information confuse this person or confuse us, or will it actually shed light on the situation? And if you could shed light on a situation, then you should be able to do that, even if you're not the authority on the information, so to speak. It's like, I ain't gotta own a bank to know how, how to withdraw and input money and know how to, revenue move. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the case again, because nobody, all these people talking about money on YouTube and all this, and I don't think none of them own a bank. You feel me? So, just with that example, and the bell ring on that one. Hey, bell know I'm back. But, yeah, matter of fact, I think I'm gonna just leave it. Like, I think the bell rung for a reason. It's like, bam, drop mic, But yeah, all that good stuff I said, again, this is not to give excuse to like half-ass no information, in a manner that, like, again, like, well, you're not the authority on the information, and the information you do know is not on a level where it will really help, but more so confused, then yeah, of course you should just keep that to yourself. You don't want to add confusion because again, the whole part of sharing information is to take away confusion and get to some type of solution, or some type of realization or something of that nature. So again, not using this as an excuse to just speak on something in a manner where you're not helping, you're more so confusing than helping, But again, this is speaking to those people who, may have information to share that is helpful, and, and you want to take those first steps into sharing information, and you may be scared because you're like, oh shit, but I don't know everything about this situation. Well, share what you do know, because I'm pretty sure somewhere, because again, everybody is constantly learning, as much as like, as much as you may feel like, oh well, no, I'm pretty sure people already passed that level, like people know about their chakras already, but shit, there's some people out there that still don't, and you the person that's helping to teach them, So, again, just sharing this to help those out there who I know probably got their foot on the brake, over critiquing themselves, to help you, possibly, I say possibly, help you take that foot off the brake and, step in again. Sharing information. If you could share it and it's going to be beneficial. You know what I'm saying? You're not just, again, saying some shit all willy-nilly, and really adding more confusion to a situation. So I repeat, this video is not to give excuse for people to partially learn something and then speak on it from oh yeah, I'm an authority. Again, this is though to raise that fear of, speaking on things for those who may have, again, that over critiquing, over critiquing idea that, oh no, I can't even speak on this because I don't know everything about it. Again, you got people who speak on money and talk about how to, deal with money in their own banks. You know what I'm saying? But peace, peace. Happy now. Now's the vibrate, of course. Not too far in the future. Not too far in the past. Right now. Peace, peace.